Graham Joffe's been looking for love in all the wrong places.
Hey, good looking. Can I buy you a drink?
Sure thing, lover boy.
So 94.7 and Piggspeak are gonna find him a wife. The last lady standing gets a magical honeymoon in Nosy Irania. Think you're his type? Joffers, my girl with Piggspeak. Home of All Africa Poker. Only on 94.7 Hotbelt Stereo and hotbelt.co.za.
Over the years, we've been developing a persona for Graham Joffe. Yes, he's a sports guy. Yes, he's got a sense of humour. He does the stupid sports joke in the morning. But he's also been saying for many years that he hasn't got a wife. He always says, oh, I can't go out tonight because of my wife. Oh, I haven't got one. I think I'll go. So he's always had fun like that. And we came up with the idea of, I suppose, like many other ideas, of trying to find him a wife. It was just a fun idea. It was a meeting we were having one morning and said, oh, we should do a promotion and find you a wife because you never got a girlfriend, you've never got a wife. And from there, that planted the seed, and then all of a sudden we thought, well, maybe we can do something with this. Maybe we can have a little bit of fun. And I have to say, Graham played along, and he said, and quite honestly, he says, if you find me a girlfriend and I fall in love, then imagine the PR around my marriage. Maybe you can pay for my wedding as well. And quite honestly, he said, if we do find someone that I do really fall in love with, that's great. But you know what, if we don't, let's just go and have a bit of fun as well. So that's how the idea came about. If we look at the actual concept itself, we decided that we would do the campaign over a 6-week period. The first 2 weeks, we went out on air and said, hey, we're looking for a wife for Graham Joffe. Very easy. That's all we're doing. We're looking for a wife. And if you'd like to go online, you can register. We took all those registrations, and I can tell you that we had over 1,000 ladies. I'm not going to say young, because some of them were quite old. We then narrowed it down. There was a whole bunch of criteria, which I won't go into the detail on now, but there was a whole bunch of criteria that the judges went through. And we narrowed it down to eventually 8 people. And on the 3rd week, we went on air and we highlighted, or we interviewed 2 girls every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we then asked the audience to vote on those girls as to who they think should be in the house. On the Friday morning, we had an outside broadcast in our entertainment centre, and we narrowed it down to 6 girls. So the 6 girls then moved into the house, and they actually started living with Graham Monday to Thursday in week 4, 5 and 6. And at the end of each week, we kicked out a girl. By the time we got to the last week, we had 2 girls living there, and the eventual winner, of course, got to go on a fantastic holiday with Graham Joffe, or I may add, give him the boot. He'd been giving girls the boot throughout the campaign, and on the last day, we turned the tables around and said to the girl, do you want to give the boot to Graham, or do you want to go on the holiday? As it happened, she gave him the boot. Not surprising. We now know why no one wanted to live with him.
Joffe is having a tough time choosing.
Hi, I'm Nicole. Vote for me. My name is Rima. Vote for me.
I'm Ann Human. Please vote for me.
Rather vote for me, Audrey. I'm going to be Mrs. Joffe.
Want to help him and get your own trip to magical Nosy Irania? Get to heidfeld.co.za and tell us which girl should become Mrs. Joffe. Joffers, my girl with Piggspeak. Home of All Africa Poker. Only on 94.7 Hotbelt Stereo and hotbelt.co.za.
The results were fabulous for Joffers My Girl. We were very happy with the amount of interaction we had. We know that through our focus groups, which we've had subsequently, that it ranked very highly with our listeners, and they loved listening to it. They loved the participation that they were involved in on air. But online, I think the numbers are more revealing of what actually happened. We don't need a focus group to tell us how popular it was digitally. We had over 1.5 million page impressions on the website during that campaign over the 4-5 week period. I say 4-5 week because it actually ran over 6 weeks, but really from the end of the 2nd week, when we started asking for people to actually look at the girls that were now up on the website, that's when the numbers really started going up. So really, over a 4-week period, 1.5 million page impressions is astonishing by anyone's record.
Well, the results on the All Africa site were phenomenal. Basically, we had no prior association with that website and the Half Out website or Joffers My Girl website. The site traffic increased on the All Africa site by 205% over the campaign period, which is phenomenal for us. And it creates that brand awareness that we want to know that people, All Africa is a brand in itself. one of the biggest things that we noticed was that of that 205% that new traffic that came through, a fifth of it was attributed to the actual heartfelt link back. Other results were seen basically with us being on the audio streaming, and during the same time having a actual promotion on the station and on a solo where you could win cash value separately, marketing the internet casino and the audio streaming. The click-throughs directly through to the piggspeak internet casino increased by approximately 140% on month's average. And working that way through, our ultimate goal is that acquisition based, get our people or people opening up gaming accounts to increase. And on average, it increased 55% from accounts that we attribute to Highveld. So 55% more accounts were opened during that time period from Highveld backlinks than a month-on-month average.